Just talk something, man. Darling, you madi. Okay. Go, man. Go, man. Good luck.
You're already live, okay? Can you all share the live video on your pages? It's already individual page, Nalu.
Okay. Last.
Yeah, I'm sharing.
Internet is damn slow. Yeah. Which? Publishing tools. Share.
Viewers on there?
Kundala.
Come to do 17. Facebook page na share kami. Hi guys, what's going on? Chimicharin, tashi doji lunch.
Kaya na Mas. So, did I share? I haven't.
To the viewers, can you please share our live video on your page, on your Krishna timeline, so that we can reach more audience. And thank you for joining those who are already with us.
No.
We can share. Start another.
Wait. Posting. Done.
Done. The spicy noodles are so chicken. Kim na sanjo. Anyway, we have about 60 people that's Dumodoto.
Yeah, around 60 la.
And time on chest to time also on chest. So
7-3.
So let's start. Good evening, everyone. Kusampola, viewers Karalu. The Daringachigi live conversation Jamie Dilina Samkariche Sishinila. It's nervous this is the first time I'm doing this. Usually you only see like celebrities going on live conversation, but camera nalu we're not very used to it, so please excuse me if I make any mistakes or something. Then today is the 29th of September, and just for your information, I was part of the team which built, my name is Isha Jordan, and I'm part of the team that built the Bhutan 1 satellite, which is the first satellite of our country. So, we built the satellite, we developed the satellite in 2018. And 2018 gi on June 29, ngachigi satellite di, ngachigi satellite di, we sent it to space. So it went on a rocket on 29th of June. Anipendigi, from this year, we observed the second anniversary of the launch on 29 June. And in order to, I guess, ngachigi satellite that's mambe sem khajani gi tendo ngachikara mo majiwa te ngachiregi satellite di chiti sem khateni gi tendo. I'm working in the Department of Information Technology and Telecom, where we have a division called Division of Space and Telecom and Space. So Anina, we decided that we will organize something called the Space Forum BT, Space Forum Bhutan. So Space Forum Bhutan Day, it was with the intention to have a monthly conversation about space, presentation beruda, conversation beruda. It can be an interview or something like that. So Ani Bebe start biniginos time June 29 this year. So every month on the 29th, in order to commemorate the launch of our satellite, so we organized this thing called the Space Forum BT. And for this time, for the September issue, this is the first time that we're doing the Space Forum in a live conversation medium nalu. We were inviting speakers to talk about various topics on space key issues. So that's how we were doing it. So this time that's a different thing. And without further ado, I want to introduce all our viewers to the guest for today's Space Forum. And with me, I have a very young and dynamic team of young boys, students who are driven by passion to make robots and basically a lot of technology. They're very techie. They are our young techies upcoming, and every time I meet them, they're called the group is called BhutanTechForce. So BhutanTechForce is a group of young students who came from different schools across Bhutan because they are bound by one passion, which is to build robots, and they want to take our country forward in terms of technology. Now, BhutanTechForce Nalu, currently, I'm not sure how many members are there. So if one of the members can... Yeah, so now I will let you all speak as well. So can you introduce yourself as an individual, as your team? What are the things that you've been doing so far? And yeah, just let the viewers know about yourself.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Lajim, for such a wonderful introduction. First of all, myself, I'm the. My name is Ugen Denduk, and I'm currently studying in 12th grade. and I'm the co-founder and the captain of BhutanTechForce.
Mm-hmm.
And if I go through briefly about the BhutanTechForce, like BhutanTechForce is a kind of a whole team, student team, a robotic team, like which usually builds robot for like international competition or like for the help of benefit of society. Currently, we have uh, 7 members, and we all are students. And I would like to say really sorry that most of our team is not here due to their school. Most of them are in boarding school, so they couldn't join us. Just so here we have 3 of us. So I'll let them introduce themselves. Dipshik Sharma, can you?
Good evening. My name is Dipshik Sharma. I'm studying in Berkeley School, and I mostly help in 3D designing and programming in the group.
Good, ma'am.
Kinga?
Ma'am. Hello, everyone. Tambara ma'am ki kokam nam kan cheshuni. The wadi name Kinga jam soin. At present, I'm 12 pass out, so I'm in search of colleges, and I'm I'm there as a team programmer and team fabrication. Fabrication itu nas charo betushun. Mamra masoranga programming na charo betushun.
Thank you for the introduction. The team Nalo, I
thought
observed. Oh,
I thought I forgot to tell my role.
Yeah.
Yeah, I generally work as a like head of technical. I look everything like designing and like fabrication work. So like mostly the programming part are done by these 2 gentlemen, Dipshik Sharma and Kingala. That's all.
So Cherry Dato, you were saying that I'm doing this part, that part, with the more team Nalu. So
Yes.
it is a sign that Nichagila Beudalu, so everyone takes equal responsibility, team Nalu, work division. The only work division is to baby Beudalu. How do you decide that he will do this or he will do that? And Nagila Diani is Chagadivi decide.
I think I'll share. Like I'm the like I think I decide who to work because I like personally know all of them because all of them are like Kongara like so personally so but me like I'm like directly personally connected to all of them so I like individual between the two when I know how they works and in what and like personal look on mam byonga. So that's from there like I decide and I let them do a research and like work more in like particular area so that they can work more so yeah I decided like this.
So Chai ani that roles kogi programming baylo kogi fabrication gisube and zumlap is there anything that you have done like a specific project that since you baby kachi zoi if you have made something program baby kachi be and you call some
yeah like when we work naturally like we have a like I think a good like you know good like understanding something like kind of understanding between us so like when if it is in like programming programming partner watching we all like agree with the like the head of programming it is like Kinga and Dipshik Sharma so like whatever this is like they like Hongi will lead Bongmala and like all this. So like we all give them support and they work So like I think Dipshik did some project on why like EPS some EPS right EPS 280 Wi-Fi jammer, and Kinga used to work mostly on like Bluetooth cars and all that. So I think I should let them explain lah here.
Yeah.
So first I did
If she can.
my project was on ESP8266K Wi-Fi development board. So to that board I programmed it to Wi-Fi analyzer in the network analyzer, so that we can
So just
analyze
so that our
network.
viewers know, can you explain a little bit more about it? Ani di kachina kachi then you use Vega and Zumbe?
And ESP8266 lemmy board it's a Wi-Fi development for Longwala. So basically we use that. It's used for DIY projects, do-it-yourself projects. If we want to know more about how wireless networks work, and so with that board, I mostly used it for my own technical exploration. So I programmed that board, and what that does is Wi-Fi network to analyze what's being sent through the network and data packet.
Okay.
And can you please like tell about your data logger? The one that you built last time.
For our upcoming project now, we have a very important use of this data logger. So what happens in the data logger is that we connect a sensor to the Arduino board. So whatever data the sensor picks up, we can store it in an SD card. So that SD card is called data logger, and then whatever information the sensor has sensed, it will save it in 1 second interval or 5 second interval, depending on what we desire.
So what
seconds
will you use that for?
We're planning to use that in our upcoming project.
Oh, okay. Wait. Upcoming project that
Okay.
past projects.
Kinga,
나이데
can you please?
나이데 아니 마슈처럼 나이데 아니 수모 로봇 아니 블루투थ 카드도 저들랑 아니 아드루이노다
or new DB fix baby mo gatwe mo.
아니 아드루이노다 센서 디스데 빨리 아니 온라인 베이비 녀들랑 랭 아니 유스 베이비 C++ 코딩 유스 베 C++ 코딩 나로 마신 미스 아니 GitHub 세미니 웹사이트 돌아 하나래 다운로드 베
That's website.
GitHub
GitHub la.
하나래 코드 조베 업로드 되고 오면 아니 저 같이 인터내셔널 아니 컴피티션 마시나랑 같이 팀 기차부터 되라 안나 아스페우노디 같이 안나 안좀게 모르나 프랙티스 베 마시미소 YouTube na little anime baby.
BhutanTechForce the form baby kamchi years yes.
Yeah, if I go exactly like it was like formed in 2018 December 18 lah. So I think now it's been like that means 1 year 9 months something lah. 1 year 9 months.
So now coming to the real topic, because actually space forum bindigi we will discuss something related to space so that the viewers can get some idea about space related information. So Anubudalu, I heard that you all have a very interesting project which you call it your dream project mo. So ani dream project digi kole chilape kadawina tachi explain chipe naslam.
First of all, I will like I will talk about general life, what project actually is. The project, what we call this project is Operation Near Space lah. We call it Operation Near Space. So here basically our target is to reach around. I mean, like not exactly reach. I mean, we just want to touch the space lah. Like around 100 kilometer up in sky. Like there is an imaginary line called Karman line. So from there, NASA consider space begins lah. It so this is that is the age of space lah. So like we all like think we all thought that reaching there is not really an impossible work for us lah. So like I think we have been researching on it like almost for now 6 to 7 months lah. But we couldn't really start the project due to like some timing issues and like our studies and all like. But by the end of this year, like we all are planning to start this project lah. So basically in this project we are planning to send some like kind of payload uh, which we call as ADUSAT. This kind of satellite that is built by Arduino, so we call as ADUSAT. So this is the like our payload, the main payload, and this will be like later like Kinga will describe more on it. And like we are trying to use different kind of launcher to reach to like try to reach there lah. We are trying to we will be trying some sounding rockets and some weather balloons and Rockun is like it's really an interesting project. So I think we will talk more on this Rockun later lah.
So
So yeah,
is a different project from Operation Near Space, na?
no like same lah.
Same
This is it's a launcher lah. It's a name of launcher Rockun. So yeah, if I talk a little bit about the payload, we call it ADUSAT, and the ADUSAT basically contains some like system called FTRA system, automatic focus reporting system. So it basically work on it in this system lah. So like as we go higher, in a certain time, the ADUSAT will like send a package of data sent to like to us with the help of a transceiver lah. So we'll be keeping some transceiver in it on it, and like they will send a data package and report us on like some like after like we will keeping some like time. So every some want to like basically 1 second, after 1 second it will like keep us like updating about the payload lah. How like how fast it is going and how much in like altitude, how about altitude and temperature and all lah. So I think
can you call that payload satellite, or that's not a satellite, right?
It's like a CANSAT.
yeah, it's work almost similar to CANSAT lah. It's work similar to CANSAT, but the range is much more higher than the like CANSAT. The normal CANSAT does only like the max is around 1 kilometer and around 1 kilometer. So like we are planning to like make a little longer range by using like different kind of like transceiver like LoRa and AP AC to 280 receivers transceivers, so that we can reach like more distant and collect some data lah.
So how long do you think your payload will stay in the near space?
So yeah, this like we are working on a specific design parachute lah, so that it takes the deceleration of payload is so like little less. I mean like much less, so that it stays in a like in a certain altitude around 10 to 15 lah. I think this should like I'll let Kinga to explain more about this payload lah. Kinga, can you please elaborate more on it?
There is no specialized payload lah. The sensor, microprocessor, and data logging equipments are the payload, and the timing will be 10 to 15 minutes lah.
10 to 15 minutes की the no space na दियों से या?
No, like stratosphere. You know, it's stratosphere. If I go specific, it's called as stratosphere lah. From there, like almost like the like there is like it's almost like a space la, but there is still a little like gravitational like drag la, but not exactly space. But from according to NASA, they consider from there like space begins la. So
Your idea is that on the payload day, you're going to launch it through a weather balloon or a cone or anizungi launch ki mechanism chinalu tsuwe ya tambe. Then it will reach near space push, and
hola.
once it reaches near space, it will still be in the weather balloon or a parachute.
No,
No,
ma'am,
no.
it will be deployed.
It will deploy it la. Once it's up
So
there, like it will deploy and
it will orbit
they
Earth orbit pe ho ya.
no no it will, no our orbit will orbit na mihela. It's not that high la.
Okay,
100 kilometers la.
eh,
So that means like
but
it will not reach
how
exactly
will you know
orbit la.
where exactly is your payload kati deunga mission memena?
Like you can track la. There is like a website called statoflight.com. So where this is like the official like official website where the most of the like weather balloon launcher uh, before launching they put their like datas like about the size of balloon, weather balloon, how much the gas is filled, the weight of payload, the and like the pressure inside like the balloon. So like after putting such data in this website and the altitude of launching site. So once they put this, like they will like show the like show the like landing site la, which is like around 98% sure la. So because like before launching la, not only like nimni sunde chiki hema member like if I'm launching 30 minutes before, they will do the like and baby. So like this website will like predict all the wind direction, the any like weight disukara calculate baby,
then you will find out where it will land.
which is launch. Alright.
Yeah.
So if it is in sounding rocket, the sounding rocket like sounding rocket they will not launch much more far la. So for that we have to use some like projectile calculation, that how our robot rocket is going to launch and how fast it is going, like the time and distance and everything we should be calculated with the help of projectiles, so that we can predict a landing site. If it is like though it is not will be not accurate, there will be like lots of GPS on board la. In rocket there will be like avionics. So in avionics it has GPS on board, some sensors, lots of like microcontroller and like their own like power system la. And a gyroscope sensor is in avionics, so that the it can send the like data about the flight, and they can also give us help in like navigating and communicating with like avionics la. So with this, like we will put payload on it. Once they reach in like our like estimate altitude, it will deploy the satellite. Once it is like CanSat, once it is deployed the CanSat, so we will be working on like different like specific design of parachute, so that like it makes like deceleration low, that low, and it comes in the ground like slowly, and then we will have another parachute for the rocket, which helps the rocket to land safely la.
So,
And like
it will be within the boundary of Bhutan, or will it cross over to
yeah,
some other countries?
I think the crossing our border is like 0.0%. If it is in the probability, I think the probability is very low, less la, because before launching we have to do a lot of like research la. So like if it is a weather balloon, so if it is a weather balloon, we have to most probably look at the like wind direction la. So we'll be like doing like weather research 30 to 40 minutes before launching rockets, so that like to estimate our landing site, if it is in rocket, if it is in sound rocket, we have to do for the launching site. We have to do a lot of research lah. So basically, this work is like done by Sonam Togela. He will be leading this operating team lah. Because for now he's not here. So I'll take honor to like share on this lah. So for before launching,
So
we have to
before
look.
you go into the details of the different roles kibiodalo, so can you just give an overall explanation of la gachi yubina teleka kagi within your team members, who all are taking which part and whatever research beto on so in general.
Okay. Yes.
Overall.
For like I will be the technical lead lah. I will be leading a whole technical work, and Kinga and Dipsik is going to work on Adruset and
Sensors.
avionics of rocket. Avionics of rocket, and Yishi Jamso and Somsun will be working on fabrication and propulsion lah. And Topge will be working on operating la. He will be leading an operating la. So like for operating like leading the team and like doing some like management work of, of the team la. So yeah, I think I will give a chance to Dipshik and Kinga to explain more about avionics and payload lah. I mean like how to say it.
So we plan to use any BMP 180 and BMP 280 sensor to work. So what this does is it's mainly a pressure sensor in a barometric sensor. So we can use the barometer in that to calculate the altitude as well, the barometric altitude. So that BMP sensor can also sense the temperature, and we'll also have a GPS module in our audio.
Altitude and temperature more.
Yes.
Humidity and pressure and temperature.
Humidity.
Humidity.
BMP 280 can measure the humidity, but then BMP 180 not the humidity. And we also plan to have a GPS module in a payload in avionics. So we plan to use any APRS.
APRS Jupiter, right?
To transmit information about the GPS location and
APRS
all the live data.
First satellite na date Bhutan wandalo. I was working on that, and actually our goal was to put that APRS Jupiter celebrity deva. So APRS Jupiter the two way to relay text message and nale text tamdalu yale instantly and look the relay betani ki anjun kichia dei mapa china. Anyway, so kinga gidi
여친기대 마파 아이디 프로그래밍 게데 마치 as professional mendige as block programming ni back to blocks la michidula ani use bedula machani ani de ni block programming bendige ani beginners development lan bendige machi simple to know machani block programming is
buildalu ani to way up hagi chegi functions kara achieve basic.
Yeah.
So the work is all working on
like all similar to like C++ line.
C++
like it's specially designed for like beginner la, so that they can learn and like they can know the concept of like programming la. Once we design the block, the software automatically like make this block into like code and like it uploads la.
Okay. About power, we are using lithium ion 5.5 volt batteries and which will be 1000 mAh.
Yeah, 1000 mAh, both for avionics and payload la.
So power system di kaya kita mo?
Like usually, like programming, so the like not only specific programming, but they will also look in electronics tool, electronics net, but all the avionics and payload is like designed and like made by like on their concept lah. But we will help them and like we'll give support in like in labor lah, like lab engineer we will support, but they will work lah.
So kind of like it's very similar to ngachigi hama satellite develop the process sumbera charagi run we figure out benwa so ngachigi time na project manager sichi demo. So maybe that will be again in this case the ngachigi we had different roles such as people working on payload, then working on onboard computer, working on electrical power system, working on the structure. Ngachi time nadi because ngachi satellite ya tangondigi space na tangondigi so frequency lengowe but the frequency gi permission lengowe so any frequency coordination disube. Then some people were working on the ground station operation gi machina Bhutan na ground station swim na antenna disube ani satellite chiga communicate benigi and yeah, I think that's about it. Anive machi rules anive we decide beba. So chenge anive belu same way never. So how do you think you can go forward with this project? Because that chege anive beni is decide benu at mo. So you have a goal, right? So chege goal did by this time charagi maybe in 1 year I guess next year
Yeah.
since na so
Next
next
year.
year since che gashlo satellite ani the near operation near space the achieve beni sichagi main objective the set beni watamo so the nalipa the ani kadibe achieve beni ki planning chagi planning this to be or tato yanchina ni bema so kachi stage na hedi tato
I think ngache planning this day almost done zumchira ila because like ngache so with the bere like they have their own role la. So I told them to do more research on their own role la. So I think personally myself like I think I'm like 101% ready for this project la. And so like any planning and like designing and all like I but myself Naragidi I did all myself lah. So if it is in like DeepSeek I saw him working a lot of like on it lah. He said because we are in same school and I saw like him like doing a lot of stuff on this project. So like though like this project success churu like I'm not sure like it's a 50-50 shot like so I can't say anything like about the success, but like about the trying, I'm pretty sure that we all are going to try it, and we are going to launch, though we couldn't reach like in our estimate height lah. So like Kinga and you said how is your process going on?
So we're doing our research lah.
So it's not something that you always have to follow, but then for example, through my experience of working on the satellite project, the Bhutan 1 satellite and the Tuchingi Bimigi payload ki design and sending it up ki and the whole process I feel like it's very similar. So ngachi time na katibi bila watching in the beginning. Soon after we went to Japan, so ngachi first stakeholders dan dustachiga consult baby, ngachi nagi government dan dustachiga consult baby. Then we decided what kind of mission our satellite will have. Mosh. So mission dishewachi delechamchi we will know what kind of payload we need, right? So now if we say that our satellite's mission is to take photographs of Bhutan Selawachindi, this mission will mean that you need any camera payloads and something. So I think you have already passed that stage, mission definition details. So you already know what kind of data you're going to collect and what kind of payload you're going to put, and just to decide based on what the mush. So that is the first any step chimewa ngachi anjum project build alo. So ngachi ginaludi we did mission definition selape. So mission definition review chipe alo. So that time we decided this will be our mission selape. So chegi the MDR mission definition review gi stage the pass binus nome. Now in the next step D, so I think this is where you are. That is a preliminary design review. So according to your mission, you select the payloads, then you think about the battery system, teledana gomigi sensors and everything, tele connectors, mush chichi ani system integrate benigi and the sukara buildalu. Then you kind of ngachi buildal kati researching. We procured different things, and then we put it on a breadboard shimo. So we put it on a breadboard, and then on that breadboard we just made connections with jumper wires, and we were trying to see if machigi design machigi no mitira ma ani look the execute beta the lo to be tachi, because sometimes you might feel like you can use this camera but then it's not compatible with something else in your system mush. So ani bedalo aniti begoves nome, because that is the preliminary design mush. This is not the final design, it's just your trials and the trial and error. So whatever you're thinking, so if you are doing some research you can use this to get this megapixel of whatever, and you can use this sensor for that. So ani baby, if you finalize that your design, whatever you're thinking is actually working, then you pass that preliminary design review stage. Now next comes the critical design review stage, whereby you put everything in the it was like a engineering model. So you make like a first copy of your device or payload or whatever. So anizobe you run a test, everything. The same model you also have to test, for example, launch buildalu. Why is it like launch buildalu? It has to undergo some kind of different kinds of environment in Mush. So understand whether can it still survive or not. And you run the communication test. Mush data go communication test job, the lens shock test law. The vibration test we had to do, because we had to send the satellite on a rocket which will have a lot of vibration. So chalalalu vibration test pass watching it will definitely break, and then your satellite will not function. But so you all have to do those tests. If it goes into space, this space is sometimes extremely hot and sometimes extremely cold. So anytime we do space environment test, where we put in the vacuum chamber natsu baby, we simulate the space environment, and we keep our satellite there for a couple of days and see what is the reaction aninalu cold nalu jodalu, whether it is affecting the communication chain or not, battery disukatipijome. So answering this that time. But in your case, maybe since it's not going to like the real deep space, maybe your tests will be fewer and much more easier. Then you can develop something which can finally be launched. So I'm just giving you an overview of the whole process, so you kind of know where you are right now. And Anida TV, you can plan your future activities. So I hope you all can start your project. I mean, it has already started, and now it has reached in the preliminary design stages where you're figuring out the sensors and the components. So, Anizum Byodalu, what do you experience any kind of challenges? If there are challenges, what are some of them? And maybe it will be useful to know what the challenges are so that we can try to figure out if there is anything that can be done to help achieve
for now we all being as a student lah. First of all, the most challenge is timing lah, timing and the financial problem as like we are a student, so the, like we have to divide timing for studies as well as the project lah. So the timing is the most like challenge. So like we can't meet all our team like frequently lah. Atara teams wala. So like we are on, though we are in Timpu, like we are in like different area in Timpu and some are in other Songkak, and like we all are scattered like and in the kara khato di bala. So like we hardly meets lah. Whenever we meet, like we like we take an advantage to talk more on this project lah, because not only me, all of us like consider this as our dream project lah. Like it's really important, and like it really means to us like this project. So the second challenge is mostly about like both like financial and logistic problem lah. So like we being a student, so like we can't like we can't have our own laboratory so that we can work there every day. But like we always try to find some like space so that we all can gather and like we can like share our experience and work more on this lah. And the second, the third one would be like as I told, a financial problem. As we all are students, so there is a lot of financial problem lah. Sometimes we tend to be super broke, and like whenever we have some like pocket money and all, we used to put in this project lah. So like some of our sensors are already here, but some of our processors are on our card to buy, and like some like this lah. And the fourth one problem, the fourth one problem is about component and all. It's really hard, not really like super hard to find such component around us lah. We have to import or not. We have to go India or buy like import from there lah, or we have to do online and all lah. As we like being student, and there is like it's really hard to get us like credit card so that we can do online. So like we have to depend on others, and like the number of person who have credit card is really few in our country lah. That's why it's really hard for us to get such card to like just do the payment system and buy lah. And these are the four more part like challenges that I face lah. So if Dipsik and Kinga has other challenges, you can share it lah.
Challenges around Telegram.
남지르나. challenges dita solve bewajinte charagi ani goal di achieve besumime mush. Anyway, Cheki, do you all have like a rough estimate of how much your whole project will cost? Tachi and teach tentaiga.
Like when it, like
because there are many
CD,
components,
like
right? Payload, nyogobe, then components, chungu lash, nyogobe, then you don't only have to buy the actual components, but testing benigi then the spare components nyogo, that is very important. So component nyo daluchi jamchi nyoni member, you have to always think about what if it is broken or what if it is not working. What if it gets misplaced? Then anizumbe toroche, if you have to order again, charlab the zumbe, you have to use a credit card, and then toro order bait that time you will lose a lot of time, and it will cause delay in your project. So Anubeda always try to buy the spare parts.
component ki dinga chi estimate pe the component kira 80k thi chu 80,000
80,000. That is including the spares or just like the
without
actual
including the
minimum
spares.
requirement.
Only
Like
requirement.
Minimum
it's
requirement.
like
Yes.
we are basically like trying to do like in a cheaper way la. So ngachi gidi all estimate project la, all over project la, we are trying to do in 100,000 la, 100,000 gi nanara beniwe. So like we are all trying to this to within 100,000 la. So we are not like doing like more like expensive and like more like big
The
projects.
100,000
So
gi
just
funding
as
da to support thakchigate.
like we are saving la.
100,000
We are
save
started
basic
saving.
this income gatili to.
No, pocket money team does as I say pesha bila.
So
Like we
first
just
thing the chegi what I think you should do is also ani dagachimo. I'm not sure if any of our agencies will be able to support this, but we will also try to see what I mean, I'm not giving you any promises right now, but let's think about this, okay? And we will try to see if there is a way for getting the
like
finances fixed.
like funding we should do before lang ache hema funding this one way like we ask for sponsor, we ask for donation la. So after like doing this all like and like ngache we like if you didn't perform well or like anyway stay like leisure majo watching like if like ngachi konlu benefit kane mipsumchi but they just lost upon us, so like we feel kind of guilty something la. So that's why like we like we are like bit hesitate on something doing like this. So like we all try to like we all decided to save la. So we all decided to save and work and something like this la. But like
outside
but
funding the mingosina.
mm,
So chacharagi tendira benisi ya.
no la anyway plan bejai langa che but like ache anyway so le len anyway biodalo like results the ache 100% them. So like, we did all our best but results sometimes it's like sometimes it's lesum thing, sometimes it's bad, but like others nalafa like how like we just can the most thing that we can just is like thank you and like we appreciate your like that's all so can be emotionally like we feel later kind of guilty something. So ani we thought something like this like haskan ngachi sachi like team meeting brother, so we decided like save as much as you can and last na ngachi gara gamchi save bega we will collect and we'll see how much it there is. If not the last option itself is like going for like something like fundraising or give asking for donation, that's all.
Okay. Anyway, it's very interesting for me to see that Machigi Space Ki initiative start baby kamche maju nalera. We are especially our youth in high school, they're already thinking about this. Gajehema High School na dekta we I never thought about that. But because there are so many initiatives now being organized in our country regarding technology, so I think you are at this right age and time in our country that where there is so much emphasis and encouragement to pursue technology. Manipudati kokap disechari lenbe, you hear about something, you're interested about it, and Tatugi Tekabiru, I'm sure there will be a lot of support from not only like moral support and appreciation di mapalera chelu tatu sinse karagi nyerandira dumo nale parabiru chegi anavira biwachin kara mapalera sem gaun tibadalu. Not only that, in terms of anyway substantial financial assistance dan zunginalea, I'm sure there are ways, maybe in different ministries or where you don't have to really feel the pressure that you have to deliver a result. Remember, Machividi, we're at this stage in our country that we have to do whatever we can, and take it as a trial and error. Of course, the end goal, it's about achieving 100% result, but you also have to understand that result mathop chigira, it doesn't mean like it is a failure. So ngachi, for example, satellite zodaluya, satellite ki launch besakara besaudalu, we there is a method of calculating the rate of failure or the rate of success. So ngachi, for example, satellite ki case na bedadi, when you launch a satellite, launch pimichigira, it is a success. Okay, so you have a successful launch. That is one stage. Then the next step is you deploy the satellite in space, right? So that is another stage of success. Then the next one is if your satellite is able to switch on, the power off, the power off, so yeah, here we deploy Besaudalu. If it does not, the power does not turn on, which means that is the point of failure in Nirvate. So if that turns on, that is another level of success. So there is no hard rule saying that any success in, any failure in Sinibate. Success na there is a degree, kamchi level of success thopchiga. Failure birura, there is a different degrees of failures. Mush. But ngachigi case nadi, the fact that you are working on a project like this and thinking about it, anigi process na jodalu, everything that you're learning through research by sharing this experience and that experience should be counted as the success not the end result of data. It's very well and good, but the main thing is for you to go through this process of developing a project, a team forming, and these I think are very important factors of success. So don't what I want to tell you is don't be disillusioned by thinking that this is success and this is failure. Say direct anywhere. If you look at the whole process, the entire thing, charity learning, the things that we're sharing now, we're sharing this with everyone. So anigi impact, uh, all of these will add up to the rate of success. So success and failure, it is my personal, it's not like an advice also, but my personal opinion that there's no such thing as direct success and direct failure. So I'm some pressure that to mapafeel di beong ngajea hema satellite launch pe the satellite launch pe vitamala be matuwa chin country ki first satellite in silap daga de benna say we were so stressed and nervous and anxious at the same time. No sometimes but then as His Majesty has always inspired us to try at least feel baby try baby, that is so much more valuable than just aiming for success and saying that be masuk fail things member. So don't be burdened by that. It might affect your work. So don't think about the end result. Members na that the process na religion be end result di mapalera so me as someone who is older compared to you all and having seen a little bit about life and some experience na juju baby. So this is my piece of advice there, member. It's more like a piece sharing my experience with you all. So I wish you all the best and always keep keep going. Whenever you feel like you want to stop and give up, say no watching the team member. There are so many team members. So chi sem chi be and using the mood off chu be berura. 소수되기 아치지 uplift be de chitsip sauda chigani be telen achireda laji khabe gale you will have ani achichi tab de ma de re theni gi chances e on disagreements amongst yourself mo so anjum tendale have your idea clear about the actual goal dele understand distraction jam chime ani be ani na focus be de wachin che machigi real goal di dream project di fulfill be subnime se no samtam be zeba gom chi chi lu atsi kachira be ru lo di se hentong to be lap delen rangi popo ki la di se titi be wachin chegi ani project di successful jung serano. So thank you so much for sharing. Audience nalidi the audience se kaune mali anyway questions ye watching no de sangaye audience nalu questions if let's wait for a few seconds. So if audience nalu question me watching the let's call it a day. Mush, we've been speaking for 1 minutes.
1 hour.
Yalla, 1 hour.
Just 1 hour.
Okay. So thank you guys, and I wish you all the best. And regarding the funding, Danzum Giti, thank you for sharing your challenges. So me being a person who is also interested in these kind of projects, so I will try to figure out if there is anything I can do about it. And Naragi Besun Marura, I will ask around to people who know about things like this and who can help us. So don't worry too much about it. I'm sure there will be a way. Okay. And with this, keep working hard and don't let your dreams die and still be a dream. So you're already on the way, you have started. Now keep going, and hopefully next year your dreams will be true. Okay. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye. Thank you for having us, ma'am, Ashim. And yeah, I personally want to thank Ashimla for being so much for inspire for us. First of all, being like inspiration for us and giving us such a always giving staying behind us, motivating us. So
supporting.
We not only me, all of us really want to thank you.
Yes.
Ma'am, Ashim did a lot of work for us, so we really want to thank Ashim.
It's not that it is like a work for me saying me. It is my passion to chargi project na labini passion to do it is my passion to do something for technology also in Bhutan. So much we are all driven by the same goal. Chege, you want to do something about technology in Bhutan and make our country better. So I also share the same goal. So it doesn't come to me as a burden, and it doesn't even feel like I'm working. It's not even office time, and I don't even have to do this, but it's okay because I love doing it. So it's fine, and you're welcome. If you have any issues, always know that I'm there and I will like achieve most of the actually chegilami dingin be and chidi tengaragi shiship tonton chidi I will let you on toka.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Good night.
Good night.
Bye, man.
Take care. Study hard. Study smart.
That's
Yeah. Bye.
that's